For years, I've heard one big complaint at tournaments. People come up to me and say, Samson, I just lost to this guy and he had a really weird push or a really weird block and it just drove me crazy. I can't adjust to his weird style. Well, when I hear something like that, then I think to myself, okay, well, Billy, in training, you need to be able to adjust to these types of variations. You see, most of the problems that come up in tournaments are from a lack of training for those particular scenarios. How does that relate to Power Pong robots? Well, if you have a robot at home that hits the exact same spot on the table with the same speed, same spin, same trajectory, and you practice that ball, it will be the most harmful thing ever for your game. So if you have a robot like that that hits one particular spot on the table with the exact same specifications with speed, spin, placement, depth, height, and everything else, throw your robot away. And the reason being is because that robot is making you play worse. You see, in a tournament, you're not going to get 2, 3, 4, 5 balls exactly the same to the exact location on the table. And if you've grooved your stroke that you can almost hit the ball with keeping your eyes closed, this actually is a detriment for your training. As the ball comes, you need to be able to adjust here, or adjust here, or adjust here, or adjust here, depending on where the ball's at. Every Power Pong robot is made to play like a person. It's not designed to hit the same exact quarter-size spot on the table. It's going to be within a range. Now, the range for me isn't even big enough. I recommend for everybody that's intermediate to advanced, that you go with a bigger range. If you're a complete beginner, the range that the robot naturally comes with is okay. But if you're a more intermediate or advanced player, then make sure you stick around and listen to the drills that I'm going to suggest. But just keep in mind, even for a complete beginner, the range that the robot gives you is appropriate. It will be within about a 10 to 12 inch radius when you put the ball right there. There will be some height and depth and placement adjustments that are going to be needed. So if you're a complete beginner and you set the drill for one backhand, one forehand, you're going to get enough variation to make it adaptable. If you're an intermediate or advanced level player, you need to widen that range so that you become even more and more and more adjustable. I'm going to just show you 2 very simple drills today, and I want you to adjust even your basic drills to play like this. Drill number 1 is your forehand warm-up. Right now, maybe you just go to one spot and you just have the ball hit to one spot on your forehand. You need to widen that range for your forehand warm-up. So what we're going to do is we're going to create 8 balls here on this screen. The second drill I'm going to have you do today is backhand loop against backspin. Imagine you serve backspin and your opponent pushes deep here. If you're only good from one position, only good when the ball hits right here, but you can't adjust if the ball goes a little bit shorter or a little bit deeper or a little bit wider or a little bit higher, it's going to be difficult for that skill to improve. In fact, you might be actually making yourself play worse. Why? Because you feel like, oh man, I used to be 60% on, but now I'm 90 or 95% on in practice. Well, you're 90 or 95% on a particular ball that's almost hitting your racket. So if you're practicing that, again, you're making yourself worse. So what we're going to do is we're going to widen the range and make it a bigger range. So we're going to create 6 balls. So why is this important? Because backhand timing is more sensitive. On the backhand, the hitting zone is not as deep, not as high, and not as wide. So you need to be even better at making those small adjustments with your backhand than with your forehand. If you've enjoyed these two drills, feel free to adjust all the drills like this. If it's too time consuming to do it, Power Pong has made a way that you can just click scatter, and it does give you more randomness with all the balls. So why is it that I'm making this video today? Because we've had a number of robot users worldwide that have had the wrong perception. This wrong perception has led to them not improving. What's their perception? Samson, I need a robot that can hit that dot right there, and I can just practice my swing. Well, even if we had a robot, like I said earlier, that could hit that dot right there on the table, I'd recommend that you throw it away, because if you practice that particular shot over and over and over again, it's not helping you for a match, it's hurting you for a match. So the point in me making this video is for you to understand that the robot naturally comes with a range, but for even more improvement, I'd recommend widening the range. Ultimately, at the end of the year, it's not a matter of how good you play in practice. It's a matter of how you're able to take your practice skills, your practice strokes, and carry them over to match play. And the more challenged you are and adaptable you are in practice, guess what? The more you're going to be used to adjusting and adapting in match play. If you like this video, make sure you drop me a like down below. Also, consider subscribing and turning on the bell. And if you have any questions, of course, just drop a question down below. I'll see you soon.